Rockford prepares one of its largest investments into the city's west side, a part of town some residents claim has fallen into neglect.
Part of the city's historic capital improvement program sets aside millions of dollars for the 13th Ward. Nathaniel Langley learns what residents can expect on the road ahead.
They are horrible.
The sidewalk on Tay Street ends in Earl Burke's front yard.
The grass have covered the sidewalk, so you can't even walk. You're walking on grass and dirt.
The resident of Rockford's west side says there are more pavement problems on his block.
So you got to drive real slow up and down this street. Because it's like a constant thing that we go through over here that we've been going through for years with the potholes and everything.
The 13th Ward features about 52 miles of street, but data shows that it has the worst quality pavement in the city.
Help is on the way, and there will be significant investment.
The city's 5-year, $385 million capital improvement program plans $65 million for the 13th Ward.
This capital improvement plan includes a truly historic commitment right here in the 13th Ward.
Mayor Tom McNamara and Councilmember Tamir Bell outlined around $12.5 million in road and sidewalk repairs.
Restoring pride, improving curb appeal, and ensuring neighborhoods know that they're being invested in.
Public Works will focus on streets like Church, Cedar, and Tay.
We are gaining, and now we need to continue to push it forward.
Burks awaits Public Works rolling up to his neighborhood.
I think that's pretty smooth because it really needs to be done.
In Rockford, Nathaniel Langley, WIFR News.
Streets like Winnebago and Court will see repairs starting next year, but as of now, repairs on Tay are planned for 2027. Rockford's 1% sales tax for infrastructure funds most of the improvements.